Alabama's legacy of national champions is unequaled. Well, those were great men on the great teams of yesterday, but here at the University of Alabama, we have a great future too. This is Bryant-Denny Stadium on the Alabama campus in Tuscaloosa. It's quiet here now, but in the fall on Saturdays, more than 60,000 fans come here and to Legion Field in Birmingham to watch the Crimson Tide roll. Hi, I'm Joe Namath. Welcome to Alabama football. Over the years, Alabama has been recognized as one of the best football programs in the country. Under the leadership of men such as Wallace Wade, Paul W. Bear Bryant, and now athletic director and head football coach Ray Perkins, the Crimson Tide has compiled an impressive record of achievement. From a 56-0 victory in its first game in 1892, Alabama has gone on to more than 600 victories, winning over 70% of its games. Along with this winning tradition have come 11 national championships, 37 bowl games, and nearly 100 network television appearances. 85 All-Americans have fought to uphold this tradition, from Bully Vandergraff in 1915 to such stars as John Hanna, Ozzie Newsome, and Hall of Famer Leroy Jordan. Another Alabama All-American and former teammate of mine is head coach Ray Perkins. Co-captain of one of Alabama's 8 undefeated teams, a 5-year veteran of the NFL, and former head coach of the New York Giants, Coach Perkins has definite feelings about the type of young man it takes to continue this tradition and to be a winner.
Well, a young man that has a characteristic of being able to make certain commitments to himself and to what he wants to do. A young man that has a high competitive spirit about him. A young man that wants to strive to do better in every phase of his life as a person, spiritually, academically, and as an athlete.
For a young man to grow and excel in these areas, he must be at ease, have a feeling of being at home. Our campus in Tuscaloosa is just such a place, and we call ourselves the Alabama family.
At Alabama, there's something special that I felt. It was a warm feeling that I got when I was here. And, you know, along with the great football tradition here, the chance to win a national championship, all those things came into my decision to come to Alabama.
The University of Alabama is an absolutely beautiful campus. We're very fortunate that we have a lot of the charm of the South, but yet the university has done a wonderful job of keeping up with the times. They've renovated a lot of buildings, but they've still kept the grace and charm. People are very friendly. They're Southern, and they have a lot of charm and elegance about them. They're just friendly people.
In addition to becoming a part of the great Alabama tradition and experiencing the hospitality one can find only in the South, Alabama offers you, the student athlete, the opportunity to get one of the finest educations possible. Boasting a nationally recognized faculty, our university offers over 300 accredited undergraduate and graduate degree programs. Attaining an education is a vital part of the Alabama tradition.
This institution was built. It's got a great tradition in academics, as well as our athletic program, especially in football. But it was built for academics. It wasn't built for football first. And we like to think that if we can motivate a young man to do his work, to go to class, to do his work, and take a lot of pride in that, in his academics, then he's going to use that same discipline that he uses there on the football field.
Alabama has a very good academic school, and personally, I'm in the business school, and it's very challenging for me, and I've learned a lot so far since I've been here, and I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot more.
Alabama student athletes live here in Paul W. Bryant Hall, the home of champions. Now, in addition to modern living and studying accommodations, Bryant Hall offers space for social activities, as well as a truly outstanding training table and dietary staff. A special room is reserved for those players who have given that something extra. Surrounded by the images and memories of every Alabama All-American, our young men are well fed, maintaining the best athletic standards available. It takes a special touch to keep our student athletes physically fit to play football, and at Alabama this responsibility falls to head trainer Chris Smith. With master's degrees in physical education and physical therapy, no one works harder than Chris to keep the players healthy. Chris places major emphasis on the prevention of injuries.
I think probably 85 to 90% of it is prevention, and prevention is, first of all, comes through a very important area, which is conditioning, and our strength coach here does a very good job of that, conditioning as far as strength work, running, and flexibility. Then as far as prevention in the athletic training area, we do our preventative taping for ankle sprains and possible knee sprains. And if somebody has a minor injury, we try to take care of it so it doesn't become a major injury.
Once the student athlete is physically ready to play football, he must work hard to be a winner. One outstanding example is Paul Tripoli. As a freshman, Paul began his career without a scholarship, but as a senior, he was selected a team captain for Bama's homecoming game. A defensive back, Tripoli is a winner in the truest sense of the Alabama tradition.
There are a lot of walk-ons come here, and walk-ons are a real big part of Alabama football. We really couldn't have the program we have today without them, on the scout team and so forth. So walk-ons are vitally important to our program. I feel real proud to wear the crimson jersey, and I feel proud just to be a part of the team.
Pride is a vital part of any football program, and at Alabama it's contagious. Not only the players experience these feelings. Students, alumni, and fans get caught up in the excitement and pride of Alabama football.
We love for our team to win, and we want them to, but we know how important it is to support them in anything. You can't win all the time, and as long as we're there behind them, and just the tradition here that we're used to and everything, we're really behind the football program. And whether they win or lose, they're our team, and we love them.
It's a very competitive type atmosphere, not just on the football field, and not just between the football players or the two teams they're playing. It's a competitive type atmosphere between the fans and the alumni of the different schools around this part of the country, especially in the SEC.
Competing in the Southeastern Conference, America's premier football league, requires the best athletes a coach can find. The SEC has been represented in more bowl games than any other conference in America, every year placing teams in the top 20. Annually ranked among America's best, Alabama football requires young men of great quality and character who can mold together as a team. And how does Coach Perkins want his Alabama teams to be remembered?
A team that was noted for really basically two things. A very tough, aggressive football team, but a team also that ran like a machine with very few mistakes, which takes a lot of discipline.
Toughness, aggressiveness, and discipline add up to a winning program and a great tradition. In Alabama, it's more than that. It's a way of life, something to be proud of and pass on. Alabama native and All-American fullback Ricky Moore, a 4-year Tide starter, exudes the pride one feels at Alabama.
It's been very special to me. It's something that I can cherish for the rest of my life, that to say that I've been a part of you know, the old Alabama and now the new Alabama. Alabama is Alabama.
Never are these feelings more evident than during homecoming weekend. With an alumni association having more than 20,000 active members in 130 active alumni chapters across the state and nation, homecoming at Alabama is something special.
Homecoming in Alabama is something we look forward to all semester. We put all kinds of plans into it, and all the sororities and fraternities put up house decorations. We all compete for a prize, but it's mostly just to show how much we love Alabama football and how much pride we have in our school.
Homecoming's wonderful because you get to meet a lot of people that come down to the university that graduated that live all over the world now. And it's a fun time. We decorate the sorority houses. We have big jamborees on the quad, and probably my favorite part is the homecoming fire.
From the bonfire on Friday night to the crowning of the homecoming queen by University President Dr. Joab Thomas, this is one of the most exciting weekends in college football. As the team takes its traditional pregame walk around Bryant-Denny's AstroTurf surface, one can feel the excitement begin to grow.
It's so exciting. I mean, there's a definite change in the atmosphere. I mean, it's just like everybody's pumped up and just ready for the game.
There's so much tradition, and it does not matter exactly who you're playing because everyone gets really fired up for the ball games.
Game day at Alabama is a real happening. Now, I wore number 12. But so did Kenny Stabler and Pat Trammell. I'll tell you, putting on one of those crimson jerseys, well, it gives a player a feeling of pride that is second to none.
We fire you up. You know, that's kind of like payday. You're going through the whole all-week practice 3 hours a day, and you know, you walk out on the field, and that makes it all worth it. All the blood and all the sweat you put out on the field, it's worth it.
When I put that crimson jersey on, not only do I know that I'm giving my best, but I know that a lot of players before me have put that great jersey on and have won many national championships, and I'm excited when I put it on.
Let's hold you to skies now. What we talked about, 6 going to 1. Hold it a little longer. Let's make them a little more indecisive. Okay? Let's get after them. Go.
44 over there on you. Hey, 47, where's this guy playing? Outside, pretty good bit. You can get on the linebacker. You can get on Willie on 37. Yes, sir, I've been getting on. Go ahead and run your curl, okay? Okay, 61 is the old Roger slide out, 61. Go at the flat.
Touchdown! TD! Touchdown!
Football at Alabama is a team game. We share the ups and the tough times too, both on and off the football field. The Alabama football family continues to be very special to all of us. Come to Alabama, home of the champions.